Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 8. Today I'm gonna watch 2 episodes. If you don't know it, I binge watched all of My Hero Academia from Season 1, Episode 1 to right now with all of the OVAs and all of the movies during it. If you want to watch all of my reaction videos into the chronological order, you have the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia Into the Eye, and you can just let it run, you know, and rewatch everything with me if you can be interested by that. And just so you know, I didn't plan to be, you know, right now during the season 7, while you guys, you are discovering normally almost the end of the season 7. Like, I'm catching up really with you guys. It was not planned. Maybe I'm gonna be right on time for the final episode, maybe not. Like, we'll see, really we'll see. I didn't plan it at all on purpose, so we'll see how it's gonna be. I can't know that in advance. It would be so fun if really I'm there, I'm present for the final episodes, at least for Patreon, because you know, my Patreon, they have 4 episodes of advance. So maybe for Patreon it can be the case, maybe not for YouTube. Oh, we'll see, but it would be so great. As you can see, that's it. I have my pullover with long sleeves also inside, and I took my plaid. Like, that's it. We're into that autumnal mode, you know. And nothing can make me happier. I didn't prepare myself a tea, but I could have done it, really. Like, really, I'm into that mood. And also inside of my heart and all, I'm also into an autumnal mood. I'm feeling great. I'm really feeling great. I'm feeling relaxed. Like, really, I'm such an autumn girl. Each time that the weather is like that out there, each time I can see that my body is feeling relaxed and all. It's almost like my body is preparing itself for hibernation, you know, to sleep during winter. It's not gonna be the case. I'm not a raccoon or something like that, another animal like that. But my body, you know, is... Suddenly, I'm feeling more relaxed and into a good mood. It's maybe not great, you know, for these 2 episodes that I'm gonna watch today, because clearly we're into the beginning of this big fight against the villains, you know, our guys against the villains. They managed, our guys, to really separate them into different areas, and that's so great. Even if we had that issue with Deku being taken by Toga, and because of that he's not where he's supposed to be, and it can be an issue for what they prepared, you know, for their plan. Like Bakugo and the other ones, are they gonna be strong enough to contain Shigaraki for enough time for Deku to come? We'll see. But see, it's already something, that tension, which can make me stress. And we have also the fact that the last episode finished with Dabi facing todoroki, Shoto. And the fact that Dabi was like, okay, I'm gonna explain to you everything, I'm gonna talk to you because you're still my brother, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't come back after the fire and stuff like that, what happened for me. And clearly I want to know that, I want to have all of this information, but I'm also really stressed about what are gonna be these informations, these reveals, and for how Shoto is gonna take them, because we saw Shoto talking with his friends about his little hope of the fact that maybe at some point he can connect with his big brother, meaning, you know, he talks about maybe at some point eating soba with him and all, like maybe having a normal relationship. And I'm really afraid of Shoto being disappointed by what Dabi is gonna say. Like, I'm really not sure of how Shoto is gonna take the information, but at the same time I think that Dabi imagines that Shoto is really supporting his father, is really all for his father, when we know the complicated relationship that they had, and we know also how much Shoto suffered, you know, also all of what Andover did. So in fact they have a lot of common, but maybe Dabi doesn't imagine so, and it would be great for Shoto to tell him so, but Dabi, is he gonna consider that no, he suffered more than the other ones? Like, I don't know, but for sure it's gonna be intense and emotional, and I'm not sure that I'm prepared for that. With the mood, with the relaxed mood that I have right now, you know, the autumnal mood, I would, you know, I'm a little like that. Inside, I'm making myself an hug, and we are like that. So I'm not sure that I'm ready for what is gonna happen on my screen today with these 2 episodes that I'm gonna watch. We'll see. I'm interested also for Ochako facing Toga, now that we know that Ochako, she thought more of Toga, of her way to be, how it can be explained and all. It's gonna be also an interesting confrontation. Like, all of this confrontation can be interesting, in fact. Like, also Bakugo and Shigaraki, I'm interested by that because in a way, I think that they have things in common also. And Deku is the one who wants to reach Shigaraki inside of that new person, you know, which is merging right now with the master and all that. But I think that Bakugo can understand that, also can see that there is still Shigaraki inside. I don't know why I have that feeling that it can happen between these two also. It's a feeling. And you know also what I think about the fact that Midoriya said that he wants to save Shigaraki, he saw that little boy inside and he wants to save that little boy. Clearly he wants to do it, but if he's really confronted to I have to kill him or he's gonna kill all of my friends, Midoriya, I'm scared of him hesitating too long or something like that. And I have really that conviction that if at some point they are getting to that point, Midoriya, during the moment that he's gonna hesitate, it's gonna be Bakugo who is gonna intervene and who is gonna do it for him. I really see their relationship and the evolution of their relationship as something like that, you know, with their personalities, the fact that Midoriya can be too nice and the fact that Bakugo can be too rough, during a moment like that, in fact, they're gonna work together and help each other for that, you know. And Bakugo can be the one to really kill Shigaraki if Midoriya can't do it himself. Do you understand what I mean? I don't know at all if I'm right or not with that theory, and it's not even a theory, it's more a feeling about their relationship, not really a theory about what's gonna happen into the future. It's more a feeling about how their relationship is functioning. Like, I'm saying that for Shigaraki, but it can be that for anyone else, for the master himself, for example. Like, for me, their relationship now is working like that. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon, on which you can have 4 episodes of advance, the full opacity, and the full reaction part, so it's really a lot of advantages. 4 episodes of advance, full reaction part, full opacity. It's with the level 3 on my Patreon. You have the link into the description. Okay, let's go for this episode. Why are we not into one of the big fights? Oh, we're back here? Who was that person? Someone in jail? I feel so sorry for you, Toya, like... It's a full Dabi episode? Years, no? Oh wow! Really, you looked bigger, but it's... Yes.
仕事が入って来られなかっただけかもしれない。きっと心配してる。
He thinks that you're dead.
お母さんたちに謝って。お父さんに
You wanted to apologize to your mom? I'm gonna cry.
ヒーローに。
それはもう叶わないだろう。焼け落ちた体の修復は困難を極めた。顔は別人だが、それでも君は生き延びた。
別人。
That's the master.
痛覚など体制感覚の鈍化。君の体は弱り、もう元には戻らない。手を尽くしたが、残念ながら失敗だ。でも僕なら君の炎を元通りにできるかもしれない。どうだい？
俺は他の人間から教えを請う気はない。教えられるのはお父さんだけだ。
そんなことをしたらレナさんは黙れ！死柄木戸村に何かがあった時の封建、竹木憎しみの苗床。
帰らなきゃ。家に帰らなきゃ。
わしらは放っておいた。
今はダビへ通してる。
ブローカーが奴を連れてきた時は驚いた。わしはダビの真意を聞きたく。
Ah, it's you! I didn't recognize you. Yes, it's the doctor.
あんただ。俺を生かした。
気づいておったか。嬉しいの。
戻ったのは葬式にちょうどいい場所だったからだ。なあ、ショート。
Oh wow!
一度家に帰ったんだよ、俺。
You saw it?
また見てもらえるように。でもさ、3年ぶりの変わらぬ光景が改めて教えてくれた。この家族はもう俺を過去にした。
They were forced to, and couldn't you see that Shoto was like you, forced and suffering like?
あれから炎を鍛えるのに専念した。弱いまま会いたくなかった。あれの大切なもの、すべて焼き尽くす。それが俺の生まれた証だ。
Of your existence, more a goal for your existence, why you're still alive, why he stayed alive, and it's gonna be the goal of his existence, why he was born also at the beginning. If it was not to be Shoto, the selected one, by and over, it's gonna be to destroy everyone. What did he do to you?
励みになった。鈍化した体は俺から限界を取り去っていた。見よう見まねの放出特化。オールマイトが好きかしろと。もう一球行きます。
Why that hate against him? What did he do? Oh, you really don't know your brother. How can you say that? Oh, Shoto. But not enough, and not the real you.
習得しようとする過程で見つけた。この技は自分で発展させた。お前を止めるための技。
ショート、やはり配置の最高。
オール・フォー・ワンはどうすんだよ。あれの相手をまともにできるのがあんたしかいないように。緑谷が死柄木を止めるように。トヤ兄には俺の力が適任だし、俺もそうしたい。
俺の使命だ。
みんなでだ。
Your family
やるべきことをやって。
duty. How's the music?
親父は痛い手だ。うちはダメだ。 がいねえってわけだ。そして同じ血を兄弟ですがこの方が違う。
Not that much, you can't see.
歪んだ理由が正当に交わることはない。個人社会の限界。俺たちがそうなんだよ。
Oh, Dabi!
やけて死ねよ。俺たちのために。翔太君の言ったことが全て。
What?
ですら焼けるこの砂に。すみません。エネルギーの無駄だって。ありがとうございます。あまりに多くのものを拾い戻る道だった。よくまで作られたし、ここ。
血にとらわれることなんかない。なりたい自分になっていいんだよ。
You had to work so much on yourself, on your past, on everything, Shoto, like.
みんなはいつもそこにいた。
Your friends?
エレグには誰も置いていかなかっ
No.
た。いつも安心させてくれた。
Safe so you could work on yourself and be yourself with them.
ためて放つ力の凝縮だ。
止めて。 足までも海にでも止まってくれ。
He's begging you to stop! He's begging you to stop! And it's a little boy that you're eating, it's Dabi as a little boy that you're eating. I told you during the intro that I was into an autumnal mode, you know, that I was feeling relaxed, that maybe it was not good for today, you know, for these 2 episodes, because it would be intense with all of these fights that we were supposed to have. Oh, but I didn't know that it would be that intense, I was clearly not prepared. Really, a full Dabi and Shoto episode. Let's begin first. It took me a while to recognize the doctor. I don't know, he looked bigger right there into the jail, so really I thought of Makia. I was like, no, it can't be. I remembered, you know, that they talked about protecting the jail, protecting the hospital, because they have villains, you know, in jail and hospitals that they don't want for the villains to release and all. I thought about it. But I didn't recognize the doctor, and it's only when Dabi met him, you know, into this memory that I connected the dots. Clearly, it's cool to understand, to know now what happened to Toya and how he became Dabi. The fact that he destroyed his body so much during that fire that it took 3 years to repair him. That when he woke up, he was into that place with all of these kids, and he burned again that place. He escaped. He tried to come back home, and he had the intention to apologize, at least, you know, to his mom and to his siblings. He still had that obsession for Andover. He still wanted to prove himself in front of Andover. He didn't change, like, emotionally. He was still the same kid, you know, during these 3 years, nothing changed for him inside. So clearly it was normal, but the fact that he wanted to apologize to his mom, it's hard, but it's great at the same time, because I was so sad when he went mad like that against his mom, you know, as a kid. Even if I could see that he was treating his mom like that, because he was seeing Andover treating his wife like that, and he thought that it was totally okay to treat that person, you know, his mom like that, but also women in general like that, for how he was with his sister also. Like, I understood his reasons, but it hurt to see him treating his mom like that. So the fact that waking up after these 3 years, he wanted to apologize to his mom, it felt great. But when he saw Andover training Shoto, really he took that like the little kid that he was 3 years ago, as the fact that they forgot about me, they moved on. Really, my dad just cares about Shoto, not me. Like, he didn't see during that moment that Shoto was suffering. He didn't see that Andover was enraged and was awful, truly awful, evil almost, you know, during that moment. He didn't see all of that. So he went on his own, and he was out there on his own. He learned life all by himself. He forged himself that new identity, that personality. And that was what the master planned for him to come back at some point, so maybe they could use him because he had that personal revenge, so they could use that. And he came back with that intention to fight Andover and his siblings. The fact that he could have died all of this time, but he stayed alive for that purpose, to be the one to fight them and kill them. Meaning also, like he said it, that's why I was born. Like, he made himself, like he convinced himself that if the reason why he was born was not to be that hero that his dad dreamed of, in fact it was the goal of the purpose, you know, behind his existence, was to stay alive so he could be the one to defeat them, to defeat his dad and his siblings. Like, if I can't be the hero, I'm gonna be the villain. And I'm gonna totally take that role and accept that role, embrace it. And for Shoto to face him, Shoto, we saw it, and Ida remembered in that moment the fact that he wants to meet his brother, he wants to help his brother. Like, he doesn't want to kill his brother, he wants to stop his brother right there. So he trained and he learned how to do it, and that's so great. And right there, the fact that he tried a little at first, and the other ones, they were like, see, Shoto, you can't do it, it's not possible. And Shoto is continuing, and he's using that last big move, which is working. Like, he truly managed to stop him. Maybe during the next episode that I'm gonna watch, in fact, we're gonna continue a little or a lot that fight. But right there, it worked. You managed to annihilate Dabi's power quick, and to truly stop him, have him. And the fact that when he's stopping him like that, you know, he's stopping him, but at the same time, it's almost like an hug. It's the first time that they are touching each other. It's the first time that they are that close physically to each other. And he's stopping him, and you can see that Dabi is almost falling on Shoto, like, really. It's two brothers, so imagine the signification of this moment. Oh wow, like really, oh wow. That episode, it has been some weeks, you know, I don't know why. I have that expression which is coming out a lot, you know, the oh wow thing. I don't know why, you know, it's by phase. I have a phase during which I'm gonna use a lot an expression, I don't know why, and suddenly it's another. And right now it seems that I'm really into a oh wow phase. And really, this episode was an oh wow episode. For the reveals, you know, for all of these memories of Dabi, I didn't expect so many of them. For the two brothers facing each other and saying all of that to each other. And for really Shoto, who managed during the same episode, I thought that it would take more time, to go against Dabi and to stop him. Surely for good, maybe not, but clearly it's a lot. Like, all of that into the same single episode. Oh wow! Okay, I'm gonna prepare a tissue for the next episode. Maybe we're not gonna stay with them, but I'm gonna prepare a tissue. The fact that we saw the doctor, it was only to talk about Dabi, or maybe it's to tell us that they're gonna try to release him. All of the other ones, you know, Andover's sidekicks and also Ida, they couldn't do anything right there. They were almost there as a moral support for Shoto, but themselves, they knew they couldn't do anything, and they told to Shoto, we told you, like, it can't be, it was too much for them. The fact that the level of fire was that high, that All Might statue was, you know, melting like that. Oh wow. See, I need to stop with that expression. I'm using it too much. Myself, I'm beginning to be annoyed by myself saying it too much. Oh, I would have loved, and at the same time, no, you know, for the other siblings and even for Rei, the mother, to be present during that moment, and at the same time not at all, because it would have destroyed them and the mother in particular. But now, if truly, and I hope so, Shoto managed to stop Dabi, to arrest him, it would be so great, because it would mean that at some point Rei can visit Dabi, Toya, and can talk with him, and I'm pretty sure that she would manage to reach him, to reach Toya, and not to talk only with Dabi. Do you understand what I mean? Oh, I would love that so much. For Shoto, you know, just before using that power to remember all of the journey that he took personally, all of his past, the fact that, like I said, that he worked on himself so much that, you know, at the beginning he only had 8 against Andover, and because of that he didn't think really about himself, who he could be, what he could do, what would be his power, what would be his role also, like his place into this world. He didn't think about any of that. He was defining himself for being against Andover, but not for who he could be. And the fact that he remembered all of that, he remembered that conversation with Midoriya, he thought about all of our guys, our students being there for him, and the fact that they accepted him for who he was, and they were a safe place for him to be who he is, and to find the time also to find who he is truly. That was so great. And that's a good message also for people watching it, the fact that your friends, you know that they are truly your friends if you can be yourself in front of them, if they are accepting you for who you are, even when you don't know yet who you are, and they're helping you to find out, or they are just present for that. It's so great. And at the end, I loved also a lot the fact that Midoriya was a little worried for Shoto to face his brother. Okay, we had a little thing with Andover being worried about it, but we had that also with Midoriya as a true best friend, you know, who is like, are you sure that's what you want to do? And Shoto responding, that's what I have to do, it's the cross that my family has to take care of. That's so great. That was a really good, really amazing episode, but full of informations, reveals, emotions. I'm gonna take a little break, you know, before watching the next one. Okay, so it's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.